Hey guys, this is Phil. It's Thursday. It is with Wayne Wednesday, but it's a day late. Fishing report with me and Sam. Go at it, Sam. What's happening inshore?
What's up, folks? Inshore, we're still catching a lot of bass in the rips and casting. It's pretty sweet. It's late July. We're still able to use some soft plastics, some docks, all that kind of stuff. Live line of mackerel. You just go up a little north, get some max, bring them down to the rips. Doing really well with that. And also in the rips, flukies. Flukies are really showing up. Luke had a great week last week. He limited out, and it just keeps getting better and better. So ball jigs, little teasers, the flutter spoons by Eddie at Monomoy Tackle, they've been absolutely killing it. And using strips of squid, and once you catch a little fluke that's of size, take its belly, put it on there, and you'll really have a great day. And then flip onto the bay, it's pretty much just bluefish. Whatever, bluefish are fun. You know, grill them up, put some mayonnaise on it, absolutely delicious.
Delicious
So,
and nutritious.
And nutritious. Plenty of oils that you all need. And plenty of minerals.
And those bluefish are all the way down the backside, I believe.
Yes, they are.
Coming off Beacon
Yes.
Hill and down the back. So
Absolutely.
bluefish everywhere.
So that's pretty much the inshore scene. The fluke, bass, and bluefish.
Bluefish.
Yeah.
And dogfish if you
And
keep it on the bottom too long.
dogfish, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say, don't hold that squid on that bottom because you're just gonna get dogged, which just sucks. Dogfish is horrible. So
Yeah, we don't like
just take a club and hit him over the head and dump back in the water.
We didn't say that. Anyway, so, and then what else is on the beaches? The beaches are still doing great. You need to, if you want to fish on the inside in Cape Cod Bay, you really want to be early morning before it warms up. The flats have still been producing, but if you've got a lunchtime tide, forget it. It's too warm. The fish are moved into the deeper water. But out on the outside beaches, it's been really, really good. It seems to be the evening far more than during the day. Little Davy's dog, one of my young pro staff, oh here comes Diesel the big dog, he wants to join in, he's been catching some lunkers. He had 3 fish over 40 inches a couple of nights ago. He's still catching a lot of them on top water, which is great. Boy as happy as a clam, making the slippery squid has done great, the zipper has done great. His lures have really, really done well. And then as you get out to the tide, pushing into subsurface, the good old SP minnow is actually tonging them. And if you are in the day, the bone-based colours have done better than any other colour so far. So that's kind of the inshore. The offshore, up and down. The canyons was great. The guys coming back yesterday said it was less great. The beach has slowed down a bit. The fish are moving around. There's some big yellows when you find them though. And as you move closer to shore, it's all a bit of a mix-up. South of the islands has been absolutely epic this year, and it's still going. There's a jig bite forming there. They're still catching on the troll. People are pitching baits at white marlin down there, mahi, yellowfin. That's kind of been the place to go really. And as you move further up through the traditional areas of the crab, sword, the sword has been hot one day, cold the next. Crab ledge has actually done quite well. Come inshore, actually into the shallow water, and you'll troll them up. And further north on the backside, not up as far as Stellwagen, people have been picking them away. And I think, to be fair, Sam, we were discussing this morning, the jig bite is kind of starting to go off.
Yeah, it's just starting really. It's just, as the times get up and air temp, then the fish are just going to be going down. So it's good to actually set up a nice jig bite, which is great. Streaker jigs, point judes, it's awesome. And then catching a fish on a jig is just unbelievable.
It's good fun. Yeah. Not quite as good as guessing at them.
No,
but it's epically epic. Remember, if you are commercially fishing and you have a commercial license, you've got restricted days, which is one thing. Make sure you got a buyer. I said this last week. There's a lot of fish coming in. The stick quota, I believe, is now closed, which means there'll be slightly less fish coming into market. Make sure you got a good buyer, because if you don't, you might get a discard. And if you don't need to keep them, don't, because the price sucks right now. It's like $1 a pound. So kind of leave them until later in the season if you can. I understand it if you want to go and catch one, but please make sure you got a buyer.
Treat your fish right too. Nice ice.
A lot of ice.
A lot of ice.
And when you got as much ice as you can put on, put a bit more on. You
bit
need
more.
one of these
Exactly,
bad boys.
Yeah. Exactly. This big Yeti 250.
This is a Yeti
nice...
250. I could probably, if I cut Sam in half, I could probably get
Oh,
it.
you stuff me in there. Perfect. Yeah, there you go.
Definitely don't need to cut them in half.
So you got a lot in there, okay? So anyway, joking aside, look after your fish. The fishing's phenomenal still. It's been a really good summer for fishing. Get out there and have a great time. Cheers, Harry.
Cheers. Get out fishing.
Live report. That's tomorrow's report. You got it.
Wait!